Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to They Lift podcast. This is the first. We are just me and my wife Beth doing this podcast tonight, just to talk about King of the Swing, how it was, how it went, where it's going, and any kind of queries that will happen with it. We're kind of just winging this podcast because we needed to talk about the event, and we thought we needed to get out
took
there.
It took us 5 days to get it out of our system.
Pretty much. It's been 5 days.
Yes.
We were meant to do it the night we got home, but we were wiped. It was a day that went from 8 in the morning till...
We must have got back at like 9.
9 o'clock.
And then the pies just finished us off.
Ate the pies, fell asleep, and then after that it's kind of just been processing, working and getting back to normal daily life, trying to pay bills, all that jazz. So we were meant to do it last night, but again, we just got too far waylaid. But anyway, by the by, tonight's the night. We're here. We're going to do our podcast talking about King of the Swing 3.
I believe so. They all blur together, don't they?
Yeah. And then also talking about bringing King of the Swing 4 into the series. So, Beth, my wife, we'll do this like the JD Vance interview. Hello. I've got to touch hand. Hello.
I don't follow your right-wing man media, so I don't know what you're referring
yes,
to.
Anyway, so, go.
Give me something to start with.
So, I don't know, it's one of them. It was a whole weekend of pure blariness.
But the thing, and we have talked about it, haven't we? But in like weird fits and starts in between checking a million notifications on our phones on like various different accounts.
I think probably the best way to start about it is how we planned for it or how we did it.
Compared to other years.
Yeah.
Last minute, as usual.
Last minute.
I don't think that's true, actually. I think because we have got like the foundations in place from having run it before, there were certain things we knew exactly how we wanted to run it. But then we kind of probably quite stupidly decided to just have like twice the fucking number of athletes that we had last year, just to make it harder for ourselves.
The first year we did it, was that on the original green? Or did we do new green?
I think we did the new green just before the comp.
For the first one?
Yeah.
Did we?
I feel like we did. I would have been ashamed to have had the old green on. But I think if you look at the pictures, it's a pretty green. Because last year felt easy because we didn't have to redo it all. This is the most boring aspect of this competition.
Honestly,
we could have chosen to talk about.
I love the fact that me and you were laying AstroTurf.
That was a boss day, to be fair.
Like proper. Like,
all the
we got all the board down.
Was it ply we used or
no, it was the
OSB?
Loft.
Oh yeah.
Loft boarding. And then we got the green. And then I had to glue it all, and me and you were underneath the AstroTurf gluing it.
It was like a whole day.
And it was like the most osh kosh bagosh job we've ever done.
Pleased with ourselves, though.
But we did it.
And we'll have to do it again because of all these bastards slamming down 16 kilograms on it.
Did we have the green on the first? I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, I think.
Did we? Okay. No, we did. No, we did, because the second year we were like, thank fuck, we don't have to do that again.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of like the first year was a stressful year of getting everything sorted.
And just thinking, is anyone even going to turn up?
And is anyone even asked about a steel race competition? And it happened. 20 people. All went well.
I think did we have just under?
Because
there's always
probably
like a couple of people
a few people pulling out, a few knobheads. And then I think, I can't remember whether it was 18 or 20. I can't remember.
I feel like it was just under. And then did we go to 30 last year?
We went to 30. Again, I can't remember if it was 30 on the dot. It might have been 28. I don't know. But it was a lot less stressful because obviously we'd gone through all the absolute stress of setting it up. And so it was a bit easier.
We did a lot on the Saturday, didn't we?
Yeah, plus I had your brother to help me with the booking on the second year. The first year was just all through my homemade website.
Yeah.
Second year was through your brother who sorted out my website.
Yeah.
And then this third year was just, it kind of just played into itself.
And everyone, bar one person, showed up. And we managed to rope somebody into the base of the base, and so we still have the numbers.
Sally.
And now, did you see her swinging a 10 kilogram mace on a story?
Where the fuck's
Sally
this
is
bitch
coming for you.
I thought that. I was like, this bitch had no interest at all in competing.
She swung a mace many times,
No,
but
she
she
has.
just got roped into it on the day with zero prep.
That is what I love about this, is how like all these people are like, yeah, I'll do it, I'll have fun. And now they're like fucking frothing at the mouth.
Yeah.
Like,
I will kill you all.
Yeah, I'll get this. Because Sally was just like, oh, whatever, I'll do it. And then at the end of it, she was like, I'm gonna, what is it? She 39th. She's like, I'm gonna get this up, which is what I want. Honestly, it's like I said it on the day when I hate. The one thing I hate about doing competitions is telling people that they're out.
Yeah.
It really.
Which is why we just do it by laptop now.
But exactly. So the first year when I did it, and I had to go up and be like shouting names out and saying, "You're out." You're out. I felt like such a fucking tit, and I hated it. Just to see these people's faces go from smile to, oh. And I've just announced it in front of everyone. So then the second year, when I got the screen, and I was like, right, I'll highlight stuff in grey.
Yeah.
So that they're out, and they'll know they're out.
Yeah.
And then they come up to me and go, hey Lloyd, why's my name highlighted in grey? I was like, you're out. I'm sorry.
And this year you put like in and out. And I was like, is that necessary?
I'm glad you got onto that.
Apparently so.
That's why I did it. Because I don't want anyone talking to me about why they're out, because it cuts me up. Because I don't like the fact telling people that they're out. So I was like, right, I've got to do more definitive
out the
in and out.
competition or out until the next round.
Yeah, so what, forever? For how long? But yeah, I was quite happy with that in and out thing. But again, I hate
Simple things.
I hate telling people they're out because I don't want people to. I don't know.
I think our whole thing is like we really want people to have like a good experience, but there's always this imposter syndrome of like you need to people to feel that they've got what they paid for ultimately, which we know. Rationally, everyone gets worth more than what they've paid for, but just in, the day alone, let alone the actual doing the competition. But it's just, people have travelled, they've trained, they've like set their hopes up, and it's like you swing for 5 minutes and then be like, ooh, sorry guys, that's it for you.
You're just going to have to watch. Yeah.
But then they enjoy it the most because they'll be the ones that have had the full day's worth of the pie van and mead and teas and coffees and things.
There were people who were like, I just want to go out next round, I want to enjoy myself. And it's like, well, tough, you're in.
Sorry.
Billy McAvoy moaning every round.
I don't think he tried to smile all day, did he?
He didn't, but he fucking loved it. And like every round, he was like, I'm not doing that again. And then the next round, he'd give it balls to the wall. And it's like, if you don't want to do it again, slow down.
Yeah.
Stop it. But,
have you figured out what's causing this yet?
But no, I loved that. It's like, again, it was what it was about. And I enjoyed the day as much as I was pacing backwards and forwards, trying to fill up the cistern.
Yeah, that was the one thing we didn't plan for.
No.
That toilet's never failed us.
No.
And it only failed us because it was just slow to fill up, wasn't it, basically? And there was a fucking lot of people there.
If there's ever a strongman event where the toilet doesn't pack in, it's not a strongman event.
It's true.
But
sorry to everyone who wanted a nervous poo.
Oh no, they fucking had them. They still had them.
And thank you to Dan for
Thanks
going
to Dan and
above
Griff
and beyond, yeah.
for fucking cleaning it up. Ugh. I don't want to tell you.
We just hid behind a fucking monitor at that point. Sorry, we're really busy with these
The next day
scores.
when I went in, love, I had to give the toilet a scrubbing. This is going to be very vulgar. And I pulled out the toilet brush.
Trigger warning.
I pulled out the toilet brush and it was just caked. And I was like, right, it's going to have to burn that.
It's not nice in the best
It's not
times,
nice, but this was just pure fresh.
I'm going to make it worse if I put this in the toilet.
It was like...
I'd rather use my hand.
Like pulling the McFlurry out to clean out a McFlurry machine.
We're going to be in the
Yeah.
Oh,
anyway, that was, other than that, it was fine. But that was the only hitch that went off on the day, really. Everything else went fine.
I'm sad about that, though, because I'm quite proud of our toilets.
I know.
They're usually immaculate.
I know, but it'll be fine next year. Don't worry, it'll be fine. We've got a whole year to fix the toilet. Other than that, scores. hidden
in terms
gems.
Yeah. So what I liked about this year was it was a battle like right to the end. Like there was no kind of like, oh, we've still got like 3 rounds left and I'm pretty sure this person's going to win it. It was like there was a constant like tussle back and forth, wasn't there? But not just the fact that that was happening at the top of the table. There was all these little, like the two Lees, all these little mini battles happening all the way through. And then even things that I didn't clock on the day because we're so busy just running around doing scores and stuff like that. But other people's little like rivalries and things like, was Steph chasing Angela? I can't remember who it was. But I know like the ladies were all like just totally inspired by Angela, and like a few picked up 10 kilograms that might not have been planning to do it on the day. So all these little like mini battles.
When Steph picking up the 10, that was like, there's certain people who I'll watch going to pick up the heavyweight and I'm like, don't do that. But Steph picked it up and I was like, fucking go on.
Yeah.
And she proper, there's bits of the day, and again, it's why I love it when they go for it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm trying to say it like a nasty way, but it's like, you're going for it.
This is your chance.
No matter what happens, you just balls to the wall in it. And I love that when people are like, fuck it, it's this or it's this or just go full or go bust, or whatever the fucking term is. Jenny, Angela, who else went up to the 10? I can't remember now. Was that it?
I think so, I believe.
I think so. But either way, it was like, when you go up...
I think if Charlotte had got through and done another round, I think she was ready to just be like, fuck it, let's go.
But even with the fellas as well, like you got Paul, who was like, fuck it, I've got to go up to the 16. I love it when people just be like, you know what, it's this or go home.
It got to the point where, obviously, because what I do with my little clipboard is I always write down what mace weight everybody picks up so we don't make any errors or, you know, in the scoring or whatever. So make sure I double check what everyone's got. And I just kept writing down 16, 16, 16. At one point, I was like, shit, there's like 4 people swinging 16. And that's the first year where I've been like, there's a lot of like heavier swingers here.
Well, it's also the first year where like people have started on the 10. Like there was a lot of people doing the 10.
Yeah.
And then they all went up to the 16.
Yeah.
As opposed to just everyone starting from the 16.
Yeah.
Which I like because it shows that people are playing it a bit more clever now.
Yeah, people are coming in with a strategy and a game plan. And then balls to the wall in it when they realise I've left this too late.
It was like with Sam Kenny, where he was doing single arms the whole way.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are you doing single arms? And he was like, if I do double arms, I get too carried away and I end up injuring myself.
Yeah.
So my plan is to single arm it till I get to the final.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got it. I was like, no, I understand. And then when he got to the final and he was double arming it and you could see he was just fucking throwing it. And I was like, if this Sam Kenny came out earlier, I get why you've paced yourself now to be like single arming it. And so again, tactics. I love people having tactics. But I also love people just balls to the wall on it and being like, fuck it, I'm in.
You've got all of those things, like all these different strategies. Like Nicola stuck with a 7 kilogram because I know on the day she had like shoulder niggles and like, you know, her training hadn't been going the way she wanted it to, but she was like, I'm not pulling out. I want to do this competition. I'm going to be fucking there. But I'm going to go for that golden mace. And she got it.
Yeah. Did you hear about Glenn's strategy? I was messaging before. His strategy was to like...
It's broadcastable.
It's broadcastable. It's going to be. His strategy was just take it easy. Because, again, obviously, he's like me, where, like, your body's a bit fucked from previous things that you've done.
Yeah.
And so he was like, right, I'll take it easy. I'll just go pace to pace. And then peer pressure got the better of him when everyone in the gym was calling him gay for not going full send.
Sorry about us.
It's what fellas do. So then he was like, fuck it, I'm going for it. And then he just went full send. And again, I love that. It's like, the whole reason I love the competition is because, like, there is smack talk. And I love that.
But it's the most supportive atmosphere at the same time.
It's never in a negative way. It's just, like, so fucking people in a competitive environment.
Yeah.
You just tell them that it's not like, fucking stop it, pick that up, go on, go the bigger one. And I love that. And I love watching it because I'm not involved. I'm just like, oh, what are you going to do? And they cave every time. And yeah.
And then like 5 swings in, you see the look on the face.
Like,
Your
I
regret of
have
like,
made a
oh,
bad
fuck.
choice.
They're the ones like, I think next year I'll say to Sasha specifically, like, get that look. The look of what have I done?
That's like the best part of the competition in my eyes. And again, from everyone, when everyone starts cheering, is when you watch rounds where people are doing perfect swings and everyone's going piece to piece, rep for rep. And it's like, this is good. They're all going for it. And it's when it gets later in and people are proper struggling and their hands are crippling and they're dropping it. And that's when it gets pure. Everyone starts cheering. It becomes like gladiatorial.
I had no voice the next
Everyone's
day.
shouting like, pick it up. And you can see these people like, oh. And that's what I love.
Yeah.
When the crowd starts getting involved. And that always happens around the 3rd round, I think.
Yeah.
When people's...
The level of
4
support, though,
rounds
from start to finish is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, there's no kind of lull way like, oh, these people are swinging and not getting any support here. The support's like start
And
to
even
finish.
people who haven't got a clue what's going on.
It's got like gears, hasn't it?
If you haven't got a clue what's going on, you're watching it and you're seeing these people and you still start cheering. And I love that.
I'm sure the girls said there was a random dog walker that was
He just
coming
walked
past.
in.
He just walked in, got a
it's like,
coffee,
I
and
wanna
was
get
like, what's
involved in
going
this.
on here? Yeah.
And like, again, people from the unit across the road, they would like come to watch because it's like, it's
quite a spectacle.
It is. I love it. And I'm very excited for next year.
And apparently so is everyone else.
Yeah, it's becoming quite the thing.
Created a monster.
Monsters. That's the thing. It's like, it also baffles me how scientific people get with about, okay, this is my plan next year, this is what I'm going to do, blah, 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 this reps over this time.
Well, there is a lot of data behind it.
There is.
Which again, like, you know, from everything we've collected, and I like that. I like that people play with the data. I think there's a few people do it, but there's a lot of variables that aren't on that spreadsheet that take people by surprise, I think. And that's the likes of the shark turning up.
Dolan.
Yeah. Or what was it? Heavy rolling Dolan.
Heavy rolling Dolan. You just fucking rocked up. I was like, yeah, I'll do this.
Oh,
Why
go.
not? Let's go. Pure brute strength
Yeah,
it through.
he's built for it, isn't he?
But that's it's
But
like
stamina as well. Like,
I know, but
you can be
it's
the
like-
strongest person in the world, but he kept going.
you
and
can do all these scientific studies and fucking this is what I'm going to do. This is my plan. And sometimes it just doesn't beat pure brute strength and ignorance of like, yeah, I'll just go through this.
you just don't know what other people are going to do on the day.
And I couldn't
you
recommend
can't-
which one's the right one to do.
No, but I think you just can't underestimate what other people are going to do on the day, because a lot of people have been training really hard, putting the work in.
But
There ain't no formula for that.
I am excited to see what Jimmy D does. If this is his first comp and he's got 3rd place, then
He's got a whole year to train with that mace.
yeah, but that, like it spares other people on to be like, right, like the amount of people who have had picking up 16 kilogram maces now to be like, right, I'm gonna get involved, ordering the maces because they want to, and I just love it. I just love sparking fire in people to be like, right, I'm gonna. And what I've always said as well with mace training is like, it's not a negative impact on your body. It's not like if you've got to train for a strongman competition and you need to deadlift fucking 200 kilogram for reps.
Only so many times you can do that without destroying
It's
yourself.
fucking gonna kill
Yeah.
you. Whereas training for your steel mace is like, it's beneficial to your shoulders.
Yeah.
Unless you're going mad heavy weights and everything. But that's
Which is
again,
why
that's
there
a
are
down the
so
line.
few people 1 rep maxing it, because you can't do that forever.
No, but that's a down the line thing once you've got your elbows and your tendons sorted.
Yeah.
Fucking Zach.
Was
Prime
that,
example.
well, that's it. He's taken years to get
No
to
one
where
can
he
do what
is.
Zach does because he took fucking. I think he's been doing it a bit longer than I have. So he's probably doing it
Probably
10, 11
more
years.
frequently.
No. And, yeah, I'm not fucking. Look, me and Zach are exactly the same skill. I am just. I don't know what to say. Anyway, but Zach is a lot better than me, obviously. He does more frequently. He has got the most Mong strength in his elbows and his arms than I've ever
You're allowed
seen.
to say that.
I just said it. It's my podcast. But what he can do is not just pure genetics. It's from him spending years strengthening his tendons and his technique. And so I'd never say to anyone, yeah, get into steel mace so you can single arm 25, 30 kilogram.
And
I'd say get into it to better yourself and just, the process is slow. I like how everything is.
And for Zach, it's been a very measured process as well. You know, Zach is someone that is
He's
very structured with his
it.
and he does look at data and he does kind of plan things and structure things.
But what I'm saying is I could do what Zach does if I wanted to, but I just don't want to.
What I meant was you do a lot of other very impactful sports with heavy lifting or contact sports, things like that.
No, I know. I spoke to him.
It's pick one thing and go with it. And you are I'm going to do a bit of everything.
My elbow was fucked from jiu-jitsu, and so it's what it is. I'm just never going to be a single arm swinger at that weight, and I'm all right with that.
It depends what your goal is and what you take from it.
What's the word called?
I think you're looking for the word validation.
I don't need validation.
Oh, was that your elbow? Just to prove a fucking point. Needs a microphone for that.
That right there. My elbow needs validation. You can do this, man.
But that does kind of trying to get things back on track.
Sorry.
It does kind of. The point there is with King of the Swing, it's supposed to be fun, isn't it? Like it's not the case of everyone has to be the best, the most accomplished. It's not like that person is the best macer in the entire
No, there's a
world.
leaderboard, but it's not a leaderboard to shit on people. It's a leaderboard to make people think, right, next year I'm going to get up. I'm going to climb. Not to be like, I'm going to beat everyone, but I've always, I've got a fucking tattoo of it on my ribcage, beat who you were. Don't worry about beating someone else. Just be better than you were yesterday. Mm-hmm. And if you can look at that leaderboard and be like, right, next year I'm going to climb up, or I'm going to at least increase my score. That's why the leaderboard's there. It's not to be like, you're the best and I'm not. It's to be like, this is where you are now. Think of where you're going to be. Yeah.
It's nice to have something tangible at the end of it all, isn't it?
Yeah.
And from the feedback I've had from everyone that competed, for most people, it just doesn't seem to matter where they finish. If you finish bottom of the table, they're all chomping at the bit to come back and be like, I can do better than that next year. I've got the bug now. I mean, I think that's happening all across the table, to be fair. But that's what you want ultimately, is for people to say, I had a really good day and I want to come back and do it again. I just want people to have
enjoyed the process.
Yeah.
Enjoyed the whole day. The amount of people who shook our hand, the feedback afterwards was amazing. And again, I don't want my dick sucking. I just want people to know that I want them to have had a good day.
Yeah.
And that was
and that's the thing we care about.
And it seems that's the case.
I think so.
And then we've got next year where I don't know what we're going to do with numbers, whether to keep it at 40 or to increase it to 50. But if we increase it to 50, is it going to increase more? I just want more people to be involved.
You don't want a longer day and you don't want any more than 4 people swinging at once. So if we can do it within those parameters somehow. But like you said, would that mean a bigger cull at the start or bigger culls all the way through? Like an extra 2 people per round, which in the grand scheme of things isn't huge, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. I'm going to have to work that one out. I just don't want people to spend money to come to a competition, do 1 round and then go out.
Yeah.
Well, obviously someone has to.
Yeah.
But
then I think we underestimate how hard it is just doing 1 round of 5 minutes.
Yeah.
As in because that's something that you've done countless times, but to a lot of people, getting through 1 5-minute round might be the goal. Mm-hmm. And then for the year after, they're looking to improve that.
Yeah.
So...
No, you're right.
A lot of people said to me, I didn't think I'd make it past the prelims, to be honest. So I'm just stoked that I'm in the second round. And but people still turned up and wanted to take part. So I don't know.
No, I don't. I'm caught in this terrible business mind of like, I want to make money for the gym.
Yes, 1 year.
At the same time,
it's not happened yet, has it?
Yeah. We will make money 1 year, but I want to make money on the competition for the gym. But I also want people to get value for the money and like enjoy the day. I don't know. It's just like I said, I'm a terrible business person. I just care too much.
That's one of your flaws.
It's a flaw of mine that I care too much. Unless I don't, and then you're dead to me.
Come on.
So
I'm going to have to start charging you if it turns into a therapy session.
Go on.
Tell me about your mother.
Get me started. Let's go.
I was going to say, let's talk about potential changes, but I don't know if that'll clash with your questions, your listeners' questions.
As far as potential changes for next year, I honestly think that ran flawlessly. I don't know. Obviously, I've got a whole year to think about it. I have this whole thing where I never want something to be the same year after year because it gets stale.
I like the fundamentals to stay consistent.
But I don't want it to be like...
You don't want it to be like, what's coming next? A completely different competition.
Yeah.
I think it's got its identity through the recurring, like literally doing the 10 to 2s, being a knockout. There's certain things that I think that format of that competition should be consistent with.
No, I do like the knockout rounds. Is it called round robin?
I don't
know enough about football to tell you, but I'm sure I've heard that term somewhere. But knockout rounds, I like football. I've seen it.
You're wearing your best football shirt.
This is a lovely football shirt. I don't think it's football, I think it's baseball. Red Sox are baseball, aren't they?
I'm going to say yeah. It's a lovely shirt though, and a very thoughtful gift from Sep, might I add, who came to visit us from Boston, hence the jersey.
Keep talking while I find out who the Red Sox are.
And we appreciate your gift, Sep. You've never had a shirt like that before. I think it kind of suits you.
Keep talking, I'm still trying to find out who they are.
And we also had this lovely gift from Glenn while we're showing out gifts. A lovely bottle of 10-year Edredauer from Glenn and Tina. And while we don't encourage gifts as a necessity for entering King of the Swing, we neither discourage gifts as a necessity for entering King of the Swing. Have you got an answer yet?
I think it's baseball.
You can't read it, can you?
I can't.
Your glasses are behind
on.
you, for fuck's sake. I've got my phone here. Do you want me to Google it?
I think it's baseball. It is baseball. They're wearing helmets.
Lloyd,
told you it was baseball.
Nobody knows sports like Lloyd.
I told you it was baseball. Anyway, Sep, I do appreciate this top. I love it. It's my new favourite top. And I love the baseball.
He has actually been wearing it for like 3 days straight.
I love the baseball. I'm always talking about the Red Sox. Mm-hmm. I'm actually wearing black socks today, but I do love Red Sox. Anyway, I love the shit.
What were we
baseball.
What were we talking about?
Me being a baseball fan.
In knockouts.
Yes.
Round robins.
Go on.
I think you were just talking about any changes to the format of King of the Swing.
No, I like the knockout rounds. Mm-hmm. I like it how it is. As much as I don't like people doing one round and getting knocked out.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's like this is all to play for.
The biggest thing, change-wise, that people ask about is the weights and the weight ranges.
I still don't know about that. I don't know. I like, as far as I'm concerned, it's like there's people dropping 16 kilogram maces.
It was still a battle to the end with
even
the 16s.
The people who won.
Yeah.
Was still dropping and like
and working really hard.
Yeah,
I think that's because
I'm not saying it's off the table, but
it's not supposed to be a heavy swinging competition.
No,
I mean it's pretty fucking heavy, but in terms of like,
I don't know anyone yet who's competed and hasn't struggled swinging 16 kilogram for 5 minutes, be it pausing or through the later rounds dropping it.
Yeah, or completely destroying their hands in the process.
So.
And then with the women's weights, it's really only a problem for Angela at this moment in time. But there, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's
But even again,
change the baseline
no disrespect to Angela, even she was struggling like between the later rounds of like putting the weight down.
Yeah.
So
I did joke to Angela. I was like, "Oh, bloody hell, we're gonna have to like let you do the 16 next year." And she messaged me the next day, like, "Just been thinking about what you said." And,
no, but she fucking would.
If you did want to build the weight,
would,
I'd
but
be game.
the whole thing I was thinking is like, again with Angela, again with Sam, maybe not Rem, but with the heavyweights, they do struggle for the later rounds. They struggle.
And the amount of, Angela's been prepping for this comp solidly for a year with a coach, relentless, consistent training. Like,
I'm not saying that as in
hard
struggles in talking. It's a fucking hard thing to do.
Yeah.
So for me to be like, tell you what, let's bring in the 20, let's bring in the 25 kilogram. It'd be like...
And you just keep going and going. Like,
yeah.
where do you stop?
I don't know anyone who can swing it.
But Angela set this amazing precedent now because every single other woman that was at that competition, is chasing that weight now.
That's a good thing. I
Perfect.
really not on a favouritism kind of thing, but I wanted Angela to win because I wanted that fire up everyone's arse. The amount of people who've said this is favoured towards men, and it's like, it is if you want to think that way, but it's really not. Like, and the way when Angela won, it was like, this is a testament to
kind of proved what we wanted.
Exactly. It's
it?
you can train with a 10 kilogram, and you can, if you train with something, it's like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they'll come. If you train with it can happen. It's heavy, it's hard. Angela showed it was hard, but she fucking did it. Which one?
If you book them, they will come.
Well, that was based off Field of Dreams.
Yeah, sorry.
So
my references are all over the place.
Yeah, my references are locked in.
Based in sports, because we know that you love sports so much.
I do love sports. But anyway, you're having a go at me for trying to sway the conversation, and I was in a serious mode of talking then, and you threw me off. I was trying to tell you that, I don't even know what I was talking about now. I think I was saying about Angela struggling. And that's not a diss on Angela. She's a fucking strong woman.
It wasn't a struggle, it was effort.
Yeah.
It wasn't like she sailed through it.
It's a slog. The whole thing is a slog. And so for me to then be like, tell you what, we'll up the weights. It's like, it's already a slog. Why would I make it more of an impossible slog? But again, I don't know.
In theory, would there be anything stopping Angela saying, I want to do the men's category next year? It might limit her in some ways, as in she's up against the dude swinging the 16, but... I
mean, in theory, it was like that strong... Remember the strongman comp where the woman competed in...
Yeah.
So...
Because she just hit the ceiling of what she could do as a female strong woman competitor at that competition, and she could do the weights. She was just about in there, but she was like, I want to see what I can do on these weights.
You could do, yeah.
Because I toyed with the idea of having an open category somewhere, because again, that's what you do in a lot of strength competitions, but then...
Again, I'm open to it. I
think the open one would be somewhere between the women's and the men's for me.
I just don't know what the benefits would be to the person competing unless it was just proving themselves. Yeah. In which case, I'm fine with that.
And it would complicate things hugely in terms of just scoring and tallying everything up.
Well, not really, because if a woman's going to enter the men's category, they're just getting...
No, I mean if we had an opens, a third section.
I don't know how that would work.
Would you say, this is an ethical dilemma, women can enter the men's category, can men enter the women's category? Hence,
there lies the problem these days.
But, to be honest, it's not like you can only win a women's category or win a men's category, so just kind of shoot themselves.
I'd say women can enter...
Because they can use the 7 and the 10 anyway.
Women can enter the men's category. Fucking hell. That's I don't know. Men can only enter the... Well, I'm going to get very right wing. No. No. Not today.
If you're a man, you can enter the women's category, but people are going to say things.
Unless you took it back and... No, love, you're trying to trap me here.
I'm not trying to trap you. It's a genuine question because I've been thinking about...
Men, no, men shouldn't enter women's sports. There we go. I've said it, all right? You've goaded me into it. We're having a whole trans debate now.
I was just being really king of the swing specific.
No, you've goaded me into a trans debate now.
I'm going to need a stiffer drink.
No, I don't love, that's a hard thing to ask. I don't know.
But I don't think you'd get like that many women that are wanting to enter the, I say men's category, but just use the men's weights. But, you know, if you've got an athlete like Angela who is outstanding, and an anomaly amongst the group at the moment, and she wanted to be like, I just want to see how far I can get
then
with
she
this.
could do that.
I think I'd encourage it.
I would. Again, though, it'd have to be like for your own betterment to do it. There'd be no like extra prizes. Or
I wouldn't
extra
put Angela
awards.
past just winning it with those weights.
No,
to be honest with you,
again,
with the work
like
ethic.
I'm all for it. It's like it's a hard thing to calculate the difference of weights and ratios between men and women.
Yeah.
It's one of the hardest things about
And
the
only
competition.
you know what it feels like when you pick it up and swing it.
Exactly.
And your
like,
parameters and your limits.
and only from me watching people swing them, watching women swing the 10, watching men swing the 16, I can only vary on how each person acts and how difficult it is. But then you'll get someone like Angela who's like, she is built for it. And you can't really say, well, that's not fair, because she's like built for it, because she is, and that's an advantage. Why should you be penalised for an advantage of putting in the work, putting in the effort?
Absolutely.
So why would I change the rules to be like, well, it's not fair because Angela's really good? And I'm 10 years in the game of doing competitions, taking part in competitions, seeing friends who've ran competitions. I still don't know the answer on how to do that.
Yeah.
But like, that's just how it is. Some people are just better. So it's up to other people to step up and be like, right, I will show you that I can try and be better. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think that's what's happened.
That's the game. It's like, that's every sport. You'll go to every competition I've ever done, I've gone to, and there's someone who's the best. And it's like, right, let's see how good I can do against this person. You won't win every time, but you'll do yourself better. And that, to me, is the win.
Yeah. And I think the reason I wouldn't want to take out the lighter weights and shift everything up a category in general for men and for women is I really think it needs to be accessible at all levels. So we had like a couple of women doing the 5 kilograms who want to try and do a little bit more, but we might get new people in next year who, you know, just want to stick with the 5. And I'd much rather it be accessible and somebody be like, I can have a go at that, than be like, oh, the next one up might just be a little bit too much, or can't swing it safely, or any of those things for men and for women. Because a lot of the men did swing 7 kilograms.
Yeah, they did,
a few men swinging 7.
And that was their first competition. And it was every competition.
And nobody judges it any differently.
No, they don't.
You get exactly the same amount of respect.
It's like, it's your first competition. Excellent. I've said it numerous times, like, you've got to train to know how to compete, but you've got to compete to know how to train.
Yeah.
It's going to be, I want someday to be like a framed picture of me.
Is that your inspirational quote?
That's my inspirational quote. Train to compete, compete to train.
And I mean, I'd be interested to hear like people's feedback on that as well, because just from what people have said to me about, like Sally, for example, is now there swinging a 10 kilogram. Would she have picked that mace up had she not entered that competition and swung 5 kilograms and seen other people swinging and be like, I can do that? It changes your goals, it changes your mindset.
It changes exactly.
The structure of how people train for a very specific goal that they've got, but they've got the drive to do it too.
Because there's people who've entered the King of Swing for the first time, and I've seen it, where they've just been like at a leisurely pace and they've lost. I'm like, oh.
It's just kind of like, I'll see. Yeah, I'll turn up and I'll see what happens.
Yeah. And then next year they're like, they fucking balls to the walls, it beasted it, and they're like, okay, that's how I'm meant to train. And it's everything. It's jiu-jitsu, it's strongman, it's every competition.
Yeah,
you've got to do competition classes. But even though you do competition classes, till you do a competition, you don't realise that you've got to fucking put the effort in. Every millisecond, every reaction counts. And that's why you've got to compete, to learn how to train. So enter your first competition, get smashed. Unless you're me, and then you'll win every competition.
And never compete again.
Never compete again. Why bother? One.
Completed it.
But that, like, in a serious note, you should enter a competition for your first time and expect to get smashed, because you need to learn how to train for a competition by competing.
And also have that feeling of like, I have been absolutely schooled here, but still be like, but you know what, it was okay. The world didn't stop turning. People aren't laughing at me in the street.
Exactly that. Like, if you compete and you lose and someone laughs at you, they're always from the sidelines, and it's always like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? You're sitting there doing fuck all but laughing at people putting everything on the stage. And I know I said it at the competition when I was, because again, I hate announcing like the placements from last to first, but like as soon as you step onto the podium, as soon as you step onto the mat, the green, to compete, you've won, because you're better than all those people who didn't fucking show up. And I 100% stand by that. Even if you come dead last and you do a woeful job, doesn't matter. You've stepped up and you fucking cashed that check.
Yeah.
And then there's other people who've just not turned up because they found some shitty excuse. And what is it, like 90% of the population has never competed?
It's not a stat I readily have.
Pretty sure that's the stat. 90% of the population
Don't
of the
Google it
Earth.
now.
No, it's true. I'm not going to Google it. I'm sure it's true. 90% of the Earth has never competed in the sport.
Yeah.
The Earth? Telling you now. The universe. So if you're in that 10%, you fucking won, in my eyes. So you can only level up from there. I feel very passionate about that.
No, I agree, and I think anyone who did compete on the day would agree with you too, because I think everyone's just gone home thinking like, I did a fucking boss thing today.
Yeah.
Whatever that number is on that certificate at the end, it's like, we can put it all out there.
And then, I feel very passionate about that. I was about to get on my soapbox and start.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. What's the next one?
Should we do some questions?
Do you want to do the questions and answers?
Well, you've got a few, haven't you? I feel like we probably covered half of them.
Yeah, I don't know yet because we haven't listened to them. So we'll see.
I haven't.
No, I have. You haven't.
You had to vet them. Somebody had to vet them.
Yeah, because some angry people. So what we'll do, we've had a few questions and answers. Oh, not answers. Sorry, we had a few questions from our listeners and followers of the Lift of the podcast. So we're going to run through them now, and we'll answer them. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's go.
So we'll load up the first question.
How's it going, guys? Coming to you live from my kitchen table, fresh out the shower. Who needs a ring light when you've got hair like mine, eh? So, couple of questions for the crew at the Day Laugh podcast. Number one, from King of the Swing 1, getting into King of the Swing 2, there were little chaotic modifications made to the format of the competition that were trickled out our social media in the run-up to the competition. Namely, the leveler round and the newer format for the big final where you go basically head-to-head or a monster 10-minute round. Class like that one. My question for you guys is, going forward, is there going to be any more of the wee chaotic modifiers implemented to the competition, or are you looking to totally standardise the format of the competition so that people know essentially what it is that they're getting into? Second question, bit cheeky I know. Beth, when are you going to let Lloyd do a Brian Shaw and enter his own competition? The people want to see it. The people want that pressure. Well, I mean, I do, but I speak for the people.
Should we start with the second one first? And then you have to help me remember the first one.
The first one was about different modes and multipliers and stuff.
So we had the leveler.
Yeah.
Do you think that's changed a little bit? Because we were just kind of throwing it out, I think, as a curveball.
Well, we started it as a leveler, now it's a qualifier.
It's a qualifier.
Yeah.
Because we sort of realised as the number of athletes was increasing that we sort of needed to partly do a bit of quality assurance to make sure that they could get through, 130 in 5 minutes.
Just they had the form to do it and they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, and they were safe, basically. Which hasn't been a problem.
No.
Touch glass so far. And then it kind of also has the purpose of it decides the running order, because it kind of randomises it a little bit. It takes it out of our hands of like who goes on when. We just say, well, you start with the slowest and work up to the fastest, and it kind of like initially groups people, and then it kind of just sort of changes as you go through the competition, doesn't it, from then? But I think they're two things we'd keep, so I don't think we'd change those things, would we?
No. I'd keep everything as it was.
That's one thing that I've just described. Probably.
I'd keep everything as it was. As far as adding other things,
I'd say never.
I don't know. I think this year ran perfectly.
Yeah. It's hard enough without adding. I don't want it to be gimmicky.
I wanted to add one year a big wheel spin. To like do like
this is old Lloyd clashing with new Lloyd.
Yeah, because when I used to do the axe throwing, axe throwing tournaments, and we'd have a wheel spin. We should add like some kind of multiplier or something to the round, and it was fun because it was axe throwing tournaments. I
think we should do it, but maybe not in King of the Swing.
No,
maybe one of the other competitions that we've been talking about, where we can have something that is a little bit more almost like a party vibe.
But it could be like spin the wheel, and then you got 4 people. Player 4 has to do it with no pants on.
Okay.
I'm just spitballing.
Is this like more of a mace, like a after hours mace party?
It's gonna be like Porky's, but like a mace.
Should we just have
Porky's?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Should we just have a big Christmas mace party?
Oh,
there's like a pun in there somewhere. What could it
be? X me. Anyway,
I don't work on that.
I just wanted some kind of wheel spin to be like, play it to the right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you were trying to shoehorn it in somewhere where it wasn't appropriate.
It wasn't going to work.
So we had to rein you back in.
I know. I just get excited. Player to the left has to up a weight.
Swing one-legged.
I don't know. There was something there, but I was like, no, this is going to turn into a fucking Running Man episode. I just thought, no, we'll leave it. Keep it, like you said, you had to go with me saying, stop. It's not gimmicky.
We want this to be taken seriously.
I know. I was just getting excited, and everyone was like, what are you going to do next year? But no, keep it as is. Maybe.
And with the final rounds staying as they are.
Yeah. I want that.
That's what separates. I want to say the men from the boys, but I don't have a more inclusive.
This year,
but you get these
because we had 4 people on the stage this year. My idea was to do 4 people, knock the 4th out, 3rd, knock the 2nd out. But then that's the first person swinging a heavy mace for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe. I can't do the math.
It's like you're trying to handicap them.
Yeah, and it was like, no, I'm not out to absolutely murder.
I like the head-to-head of 2 people.
It's got to be 3rd, 2nd, play it first.
Yeah, that was good.
I just wanted 4 people on the mat because I just wanted it.
We had a lot of people to get through.
We did.
It would have been a much longer day. There was a couple of moments where I was looking and I was like, oh God, they look dreadfully close. You know, if somebody was a bit back in the box and somebody was a bit forward in the box. And I'm sure it was fine and it was just perspective. Because from the side, it looked fine.
I was doing the same. I was like, oh my God, are they too close to each other? But it was fine. And the second question of the Brian Shaw Classic.
But that's nothing to do with me. At all.
It is.
How?
Because you keep telling me.
Well, actually, I think if anything, we actually agree on it. But
you told me, Lloyd, you can't show people how good you are.
That's it, yeah.
You can't win your own competition
You've got to let somebody else be the top dog.
Otherwise, it's just going to be a feeder into your ego.
Mm.
Of, I keep forgetting the fucking word.
Anyway.
What's the word?
I'm not getting dragged into
Tell
this.
me the word,
I'm
love.
not getting dragged into this.
What's the word?
It begins with a V.
V.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I can't have my ego fed because I know I'd win it every year because my form is perfect. And I like
He's
other
got
people.
the stamina, he's got everything.
I don't
The
want to
full
mog
package.
people, as the kids say. I don't want to mace Max. We're not for that.
Sorry.
I'm hip.
I didn't mean to laugh like that.
But
Apologies.
in all seriousness, I can't enter my own competition because
It's just wrong. There's just something. It
there's
gives,
something
it
very
gives
wrong
me the
about it.
ick to also be down with the kids.
We are so fucking hip. I just can't do
It's
it.
not about you. It's not about
me.
It's-
That's why I hate people saying, "Oh, can you get in the picture?" It's about the athletes.
Yeah.
That's what the day's made for. It's about everyone who's entered the competition, so they can have a good day. They can all improve themselves. And I just think for me to make a competition and get involved in it would be so fucking twatty.
You couldn't run it and enter it as well.
No,
That would be impossible.
I couldn't run on the microphone counting people down.
No.
Shouting out, like, my voice is killing me, my feet, my spine is hurting from standing up and walking about all day. Anyone who enters their own competition,
It just feels.
Brian Shaw included,
It feels like.
is a tit.
It feels like when you write, direct, and star in your own.
It is. It's like Quentin Tarantino shit, where it's like, I'm going to write this film and suck on women's feet the whole time. It's just like, why?
Because I can.
But at the same time, yeah, I'd fucking love to. I'd love to enter a mace competition. I'm gonna do Hannah's, I suppose. I don't want to.
Is that because you destroyed your hands
Because
last
I
time?
melted
Because you
my
decided
hands.
you were going to pick up 16
Lego
kilograms
hands
for a
like 3
fucking marathon?
weeks. I don't know anyone else who swung 16 kilograms for 30 minutes. Anyway,
Ooh.
yeah, I'd love to, but I just think it'd take away from everyone else.
And I think, like you said, you're trying to get involved in the other mace competitions out there. So
Yeah.
just as and when things crop up.
I just like, I mean, even if like Zach was saying about him doing a competition in Canada,
Yeah.
I'll go take part in that.
Into that
That'd be
one,
amazing. If he does it, pull your finger on Zach, get it done. But yeah, I couldn't enter my own competition. Like, even if I lost, came dead last,
Kenwright Invitational.
I just couldn't. I'd love, no, I can't do an invitation. No. Anyway, next question. Thank you, Glenn, for your question. We value every comment and every question sent into the podcast. Next question.
Hi, I'm Georgie, better known as What Georgie Did. So my question for you guys is, with such a high caliber of women now entering the competition, will you be increasing the women's weights, as men have 10 to 15 from their midweight to their highest weight and women have 7 to 10? I was wondering if the end weight is going to be increased or even the midweight.
I would just like to apologise to Georgie for you bullying her into sending a question in when she literally has no voice and is medicated for having no voice. But it was a good question.
She knew what she was getting into. She read my message, therefore she...
Yeah, that's the contract.
You know, she accepted it. She 2 blue ticks, accepted.
And not only that,
Send me it.
you made her do it twice.
I did. Georgie has she's got tonsillitis at the moment. She can't talk.
Because she was cheering for everyone all day
She was
long.
the biggest cheerer. But that's no excuse. She needs to ask these questions.
She needs to drink more mead.
I told her to get a load of whiskey down her.
Yeah.
That was my...
Oh my God, I think we've got a problem.
But I just wanted the opinion of one of the top female mace
Yeah,
athletes
absolutely.
in the UK. And
Who, if she entered the competition again, would definitely
she would.
be up there in the running.
But everyone's got a lot of plates.
Everyone's got a lot of plates.
And as for the question she asked, no.
Well, we've kind of discussed it. We have discussed it a little bit.
I honestly don't know. That's again, it's another thing. It's like you got people struggling with the 5. You got people struggling with the 10.
There's still a range of people. There's still a bulk of the women competitors that are coming in at 7 and will be working all year round to be able to swing 10 kilograms for anything from 1 round upwards. Or someone like Jenny, I would imagine, would be like, actually, I'm gonna aim to do 10 for every round, for example. But that's a lot of work between now and then. So if we up that ceiling a little bit, I still think Angela can take it.
Again,
but it just gives Angela more fun on the day.
It's one of them. And again, I keep saying this, and I'm not trying to besmirch Angela or anyone, but a lot of women don't train with the heavy mace, and that's fine. Mm-hmm. But even with Shah training with the heavy mace today, like, she was doing good.
Yeah.
So I think once people start training with it and realising what they can do with it,
yeah,
and how they can actually swing, like how fucking, I'm not going full woke or nothing, but like how like strong you can be with the 10 kilogram. Do it.
So maybe in a couple of years' time, if there's more hitting that ceiling.
If there's more hitting the ceiling, then we can change the weight category. But for the moment, and again, even Angela winning it, the second to last round,
she was still again next year.
Yeah, but she was still dropping it the second round. She was still struggling. It was still heavy. It was still a chore. And again, for the fellas, like, if I could increase the weight for everyone, they still struggle. Everyone still struggles. I struggle. Everyone struggles. I'm not saying this talking down to people, but you're swinging a heavy mace for 5 minutes every minute. Every round, sorry.
For the men at the moment, if you upped it to like 20, for example, I don't think there's many that would pick it early
no, there
on.
Isn't.
They'd come in right at the end.
I could do it, but no one else could.
If their hands could take it, because by those last couple of rounds, like, you're clinging on for dear life as it is, so there's probably not a lot in you that's going to be like, so I'll pick up 20 kilograms then. So I like the competition the way it is.
I also like people to leave the competition without their fucking elbows in pieces.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, right, that's it. That's me not having a wank or driving a truck for the next month.
And all those other important man things.
And women. Bigot. Women can do that as well, love.
I was going to get into technicalities, but...
Women can drive trucks.
Okay.
Anyway, so I don't know. I don't want to change the weights. I still want
not
people,
yet. Not never, but not yet.
No, exactly. Not never, but not yet. I still want people to realise this is fucking hard.
Yeah.
And until someone can flawlessly get, I don't know.
Well, I'd say, like, for Angela, assuming she wants to come back next year,
she's fucking coming back.
Her goal would be like,
she hasn't got a choice.
Her goal would be, I'll
drive down and pick her up.
I need to retain this, because there's a lot of women now training with her exact data and numbers, knowing where her bar is at and what she needs to. And
she's got the case now of people chasing her.
Yeah, I know. So she messaged me like, oh my God, these people are all coming for me. And it's like, you wanted this.
It comes with great power comes great responsibility.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, Georgie,
thank you for taking the time to croak your way through a painful question, but no.
But not yet, like you said. Next question.
Hey, They Lift podcast, long-time listener, first-time caller. I just have 2 quick questions about this year's King of the Swing, which I was so sad to miss out on. The first question is, why did you expand the flights from 3 athletes to 4 athletes each round? And have you guys ever considered running a swing event where it is a head-to-head bracket-style elimination versus, the multi-flight elimination? Love you both.
I feel like we've covered the first part because it was just we had so many athletes to get through. So many people.
Thank you for your question, Zach. I also love your barbecue in the background with Master Climaxer. Do you not pick up on that?
Hey, They Lift
That's the climax.
Yeah, that's what I call Zach. But we did 4 to 3, 4 instead of 3 because we increased the numbers of people. And obviously, if we kept it as the same, then the event would go over.
And we ran right up till like 4:30 or something, which was
from my
what we were aiming
experience.
to do.
From the experience of like strongman events we've been to, and other events, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock is kind of the limit.
Yeah.
Where people just start getting a bit antsy.
We did have like maybe 5 people that left before the certificate.
But people have got to go somewhere. I get that. People have got to go. And as much as I made a speech about it at the end, that people fucking off and not watching
full
people.
of vitriol at the end. I don't know.
I'm always full of vitriol.
You were excited, weren't you?
I just want people to get their certificates. I don't like it. I hate it when you go to a competition and I'll see people lose and just storm off. And it's like, watch everyone else perform, you self-righteous prick.
Yeah.
Don't just storm off because you lost. I hate that. But again, I get that some people have to go elsewhere. Some people have got family, and I get that. Not everyone's a self-righteous prick. Everyone just has to be somewhere else. I get that. But when I'm full of like...
You were just up there.
Full of pizzazz on the day. I'll say anything. I'll offend anyone. I've got a microphone in my hand.
Give this man a microphone.
Take it off me, please. So I apologise for that. I said a few things. All right, I always do. It's how I live.
And he will say them again.
I'll say them again. I'll never learn. But anyway, the 3 to 4 was just basically to cut down on the time because people have to go elsewhere. As for the head-to-head bracket,
is that a bit like, so if you're doing like in the Jits comps, for example? Yeah.
So you'd have like I think that's actually the round robin thing of like 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 2 to 1. Okay. Which would actually be a good thing, but you'd have to, I wouldn't know how to set that up on my current system.
Could it potentially involve a spinny wheel? Somehow?
No, probably not. There'd be no Wheel of Fortune involved.
Could we do it for the prizes?
You could do, but how would you do that?
I don't know.
I'm trying to deal with this question.
Boring. I know, it's all related.
We've got this long-term fan messaging in.
Number one
fan. But it would be good to have a bracket division of 16 kilogram, 10 kilogram, 5 kilogram.
Yeah.
Coming down. That'd be a whole separate thing, and I'm already stressing balls about this one competition. But I need to do more competitions, but it's like, does it warrant?
Could you do like a brackets one where if like one person gets eliminated, but when they're next up against somebody, they've got to up the weight, like incremental up in weight somehow?
I don't know, that's a whole different level to the complication. I think what Zach's saying is that like, I'm going to enter this like you would again in a jits competition. I'm going to enter it in heavyweight. Yeah. So I'm against everyone in a heavyweight. 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 2 to 1.
Could we do like an absolute category?
Again, you could do actually. That's a good point there.
With a belt. Could we buy a belt?
You could do. You could do an absolute category. Are we just going to do steel mace jiu-jitsu comp?
It's what we know. I will be serving acai bowls.
I'm going to sell shite rash guards.
No, we've got nice rash guards.
Good rash guards. Sorry, it was a terrible marketer there.
Fucking hell.
They're the best. I know I was comparing myself to a jiu-jitsu comp.
A fly is just meant honourable death in my meat.
It's fine. It's a good way to go.
Or protein.
We will sell the best rash guards. The best acai bowls.
We'll have much better judges than some of those jiu-jitsu competitions. Not naming any particular.
No. Anyway.
Yeah.
But
we're onto something there.
That actually could work, but we'd have to rent out a sports hall.
We're going to have mats and everything. This is just a jiu-jitsu competition, isn't it? There's no maces in it.
I don't know. We'll think about that one. It was a good. I do like it. I like the idea of it, but I don't know. You'd have to apply for different people to be like, all right, going to apply to this in the heavyweight category. But now that we've actually introduced with the maces, if you win in the heavyweight category and that, it'd be good to like defend it.
Yeah. I've told you my competition dream, haven't I?
Is this with Jason Momoa?
No. I'm already living that dream. No, with everyone's in mud and there's people grappling and then there's people swinging maces and then there's people doing behind the neck
You want
presses.
people competing with fucking
Full Indian style.
Speedos.
Yes.
Yeah. You'd have to speak to Harberts about that one. That's not me. Anyway, so that's an interesting question, Zach.
I think we answered it.
Well, between that and the there was different competitions we wanted to do, which also I wanted Zach to be involved in, of the nations. Mm-hmm. So it would be like if we get 5 people from England to compete against 5 people from Canada. So you got your nations, and then you get like Germany, America,
Scotland.
Well, yeah, every fucking country. If you could do like a nations steel mace competition, that would be my dream. 5 people
As
from
in,
each
like,
team.
in a physical location, or would it have to be
like you did, like the timber sports. We've got the nations.
the World Trophy?
Yeah, that would be my dream, to set up a world trophy steel mace event.
Like a relay.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah!
Have I not told you about that?
Yeah, but I think it's evolved. So would you do like 10 to 2s, 360s, or would they all be doing the same thing?
It'd be 10 to 2s, 360s, 10 to 2s, 360s.
Yeah.
Unless there's another thing I can
So you'd
think
have
of.
like a set amount you've got to hit.
So it'd be
And then
like
somebody gives a signal when you've hit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the
So
other
there's
person
5
has to
people.
go.
5 people. As soon as you finish your 10 to 2s, it goes on to the next person who's got to do the 10 360s. It goes on to the next person, and each time there's a ref who goes go, and then the next person.
You'd have to have like a visual rep counter for that to make it more exciting. As in, like, so people can see where they're at, kind of head to head. Mm-hmm. High octane extreme sports.
I've told you about that, haven't I?
Yeah.
So there is different things to do with the mace, and I just think sometimes I'm out of my depth with it, but I want to do it. Mm-hmm. And if Zach would pull his finger out, this is the second time I've said this, and sort it out, I love him very much. I know he's got a lot on. He's currently getting pissed at the barbecue.
All of his help and support.
Anyway, thank you for your questions, Zach. Hope you listen to more of the podcast in the future. Next question.
So profesh.
Ah, and you. Just caught me reading a book. Question for you guys. Why isn't there weight categories? So, over the last 3 years, we've seen some big guys and some smaller guys, male, female, somewhere in between. Why isn't there weight categories for the winner? As in, get on a scale. If you weigh 30 stone, you're going to be obviously swinging something heavier. If you weigh slightly less, you will be swinging something slightly lighter. That's my question for you guys. Why isn't there weight categories? Get back to my book.
Is he reading the dictionary?
Oxford English Dictionary. I don't know. I just always found that like steel mace is something that like doesn't really depend very much on your weight category, just your overall technique and strength.
So we used to get asked this in timber sports a lot, because especially people that didn't know much about the steel timber sports, if they saw me compete, say like in the first British Championship, second, they would see that if when all the ladies line up on the stage, there was a lot of different shapes and sizes. And people are like, how is that even fair that you're competing against like the biggest person or whatever? But ultimately, it's down to, there's strength involved, but it's down to technique. It's a lot down to stamina, explosiveness. And some of the bigger athletes actually sometimes might lack that explosiveness, for example.
And stamina.
And as a smaller athletes can actually achieve all of those things. I can kind of build up the strength just through repetitively training the sport anyway and training those disciplines. And I think that kind of applies to steel mace a little bit as well.
It does, and the same like with your timber sports, with strongman comps. When you sign up to a strongman comp and you say, enter your t-shirt size. I might enter large.
You can look at the list.
And there's like, and someone will be a fucking triple XL.
Small.
And you're like, shit, I'm against a load of triple XLs here. And then you get there, and like, strongman comps aren't powerlifting comps. Strongman comps are stamina and strength. Powerlifting comps are strength. So you can go against some fucking dude who's triple XL, who can lift heavy weights, but can't fucking run.
Yeah.
You can't, for reps, fucking overhead press. And so you'll beat him as a fucking large. And there's comps where you have to judge. Like, obviously, if it's a combat sport, you've got to judge on weight and size. But I just think that when it's a competition that judges on lifting and technique.
Yeah.
It,
and I think we've...
Until the later levels of it, maybe.
I feel like we've seen it like across all the different sections of the table, though, with people of different shapes and sizes defying...
Yeah.
In theory, what you think they should be able to do. Like Nicola, for example, I know she stuck with 7 on the day. I've seen Nicola swing 16 kilograms in the gym. She can do that. 4 reps.
Yeah.
Obviously, wasn't able to do it on the day anyway because she's not in the men's category. But she could pick up a 16 kilogram mace. But you would look at her and think, is that even humanly possible?
Yeah.
As like one example, and even in the men's category as well, they're not all giants.
No,
I don't want to say that. I don't want to name some men and say these are smaller because that's a dangerous game to play.
It's a severe diss to be like, this guy is tiny.
Yeah, so
calves on that man. Paul. No, obviously, like, I named Paul because he's the only guy who can get away with dissing.
Guilfoyle. To clarify, yeah.
Fucking hell. But I just think entering a weight category, maybe if you did a different kind of event.
And do you set limits on people saying, well, you're lighter, so you can, you must swing the 5. You tell Nicola Skinkis that she's only swinging 5 kilograms in that competition.
Yeah.
And I'll watch you tell her. From the other side of the room.
Listen to all the fucking proverbs come out. So yeah, I'd never set a weight category. I'd just be like, the mace weight category is my thing. It's like, you swing the weight of the mace. But again, I think I understand where C's coming from. Yeah. Again, I feel like how, like, if you get to this is a fucking dangerous ground to go on. But like,
when it gets to heavy.
When it gets to heavy weights and heavy people, heavyweight, mass moves mass. Yeah. Don't care what you say. Mass moves mass.
And you've got to have big, strong joints as well.
So, as long as you're sticking to the rules of the comp.
And we've tried to make it as equal as possible with the setup we've got at the moment.
And it's a new sport.
It's never perfect, but we think
it's a new sport. We're making mistakes with it. Not making mistakes, but we're like...
We always take the feedback on board.
Yeah, and try and adjust it to make it a bit more fair. Like I said, it's a new sport for competition. And I think we got it pretty nailed-ish. But obviously, it's always going to be a bit unfair because you're going to have men or women who are bigger, stronger, dealing with weights that are easier.
And you know what? If they get to win a few years in succession, then that's...
Why should you penalise someone for being stronger?
Sorry, you're too good at this. We're going to have to make it harder for you.
Yeah. But I'm going to delve into this now.
Oh, God.
Just because you're fatter doesn't mean that you're not stronger. So you can be strong, you can be fat. So I'm not going to punish someone for being strong, is what I'm saying. You can be fat and not strong, overweight even. I'm wording this very wrong here, but I'm trying to get at what I'm trying to say.
Probably lost a lot of people when you used the word fat.
It is what it is. I'm not going to... I'm just saying, you can be strong. I'm talking this from a background of strongman.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking strongman competitors are fat, but they are strong.
Yeah.
And that is not a bad thing to be fat and strong.
Yeah.
I've never shamed anyone on being, like, I've never said, oh, you're fat. Because whatever. But like, if you're strong with it, then that's fine. So the way I'm trying to think about it is like, I'd never punish someone on being strong.
That's literally what we're asking you to be in this competition.
Yeah, that's
and you've nailed
literally
it. So keep winning.
Keep winning. Do what you want.
Until somebody comes along and challenges you.
Did that make sense what I was going, or was I just going on a kind of...
I'm not sure what your fat point was.
I think it was Steve saying about the weight categories.
Okay. As in, like, being that divisive with
Yeah.
sectioning
Yeah.
people off.
So, like, it's like, that doesn't bother me how heavy you are, as long as you're strong with it. You can be fat and not strong at all. You can be, I keep saying fat. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no, every time you do, I die a little bit.
What do you want me to use? What's the word you want me to use?
I honestly don't know.
Overweight?
Larger built?
Okay. You can be of a larger build. Okay, either way, it's the same thing. And again, I'm not asked, but I just want you to be strong. I just want you to use that strength, that size. Again, I said it before, mass moves mass. And I've got no problem with that at all. So I'm not going to penalise anyone for being a higher mass or a lower mass, as long as you've got the strength to go with it.
And you need more than just being strong to win King of the Swing. Which is what we wanted,
strength.
We didn't want it to just be a who can swing the heaviest competition. It was supposed to be about endurance, but a little bit of explosivity, strategy, because you do need to have a game plan. Even if it goes out the window after 3 rounds, it doesn't matter.
Because people start bullying you.
But yeah, there's a lot of things that you need. So...
Does that make sense what I said then?
Yeah. Do you think that there is an ideal build for steel mace as a general kind of... Do you think it helps to be more muscular? Do you think it helps to be taller, broader shoulders, long limbs, short limbs?
I couldn't tell you because there's that many people I've seen doing it. It's a hard thing. It's like you can have your battle dwarf physique, you can have your lean build, you can have your tall fucking Harberts build.
Yeah. And I think everyone adopts their swing style slightly to suit the build
like
anyway. So
the whole reason the rule set are made of hands past the sternum, elbows down, was to not seclude any build type. There's a rule there that will every build type that will fill every build type,
including those with the heavies, as you like to say.
Yeah.
It's a real thing, though.
It is a real thing.
As in, like...
So basically, I always say, like, and I'm not fucking having a go at people for their reps or their style. As much as you might think they're a knobhead for being like, hands to belly doesn't count.
I think you're a knobhead for many reasons.
I'm a knobhead for many reasons. But hands to belly does count because it fills what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Elbows past 90,
but it's a little
past
bit...
the sternum.
It's a bit reductionist to just say that's the only way to do it.
There we go. That's the way of reductionist. If you're a woman with the heavies, and by heavies I mean...
I don't think we agreed another term.
Large... busted.
No.
Large breasted.
No.
You got the heavies.
I think the heavies just covers it.
Okay, so if you're a woman who's got the heavies, you can't bring the mace to your stomach because it'll just offset it.
And the amount of time it takes you to get there. You're not going to win a
There's going to be like a fucking ratio of stomach to...
Someone will do the maths.
Stomach to heavies ratio. I was going to say something.
Can't wait to see the diagrams.
So if you've got a set of heavies on you and you've got to bring the mace over the heavies, it's going to offset the mace.
But also,
so there's got to be a firm rule out there.
As you're rotating your torso, like your weight is shifting differently because you're carrying a lot of weight at the front, high up as well.
There's got to be a rule across the board that fits everyone, and that's why elbows past 90, past your sternum fits. And you might think I'm a dickhead for it. You might say no, it's going to be able to straight.
Rep.
You might say it's half rep, but you know what? Sort your own fucking comp, sort your own rules, and I'll stick to them.
Yeah.
I'll stick to the rules that you say. I won't question them. I won't get a paddy on and start fucking doing a teenage girl tantrum on Facebook or whatever. Anyway, stick to one rule and try and include everyone that, like, it's got to come here. It's got to. That's it. And that's why, whatever Steve asked, I forgot now, I've gone on a big rant.
It wasn't that.
It wasn't that at all.
But that's okay.
Sort your own fucking comp, do your own fucking rules. I'll follow them. But when you're doing our comp, follow our rules.
And we're trying to be inclusive, and that is the point.
Exactly. We got a phone caller on the line right now. Let me just go to this phone caller.
Lloyd, Beth, fantastic work with King of the Swing 3 this year. Growing it to 40 competitors, truly a testament to all the hard work you guys have put into it, and only goes to show that the future of Steel Mace is in safe hands with you guys, and most importantly, firmly located in Liverpool. Question: given how many athletes swung the heaviest weights this year, mostly pretty comfortably, are you guys considering increasing the weights for both male and female athletes in the coming years? Thank you. Goodbye.
No.
Is there anything else?
Why is everyone keep asking me to increase the weights?
Should we just do it and watch them all fucking die?
You asked for this. You fucking asked for this. All he is swinging 20 kilogram. Men, women.
From the prelims. Qualifiers at 16. Go.
Go on. Dare you. Again.
We're going to need more thumb tape.
God's a grip. I need to ask you a favour. Again, it's...
Now's not the time.
No, again, it's like I want to build it up a bit more, and then maybe at some points, like Zach said, when it's the head-to-heads, maybe you could increase the weights with a head-to-head thing. But as far as this competition, keep it at that weight.
I think if we upped the weights and that was part of the challenge, it would be a different comp to King of the Swing. One of the many comps that we've riffed around.
Many comps. But again, the thing is that when you get many comps, all Steel Mace orientated, it's like, are people going to want to travel every fucking other month for a comp?
Because people come a long way.
Yeah.
I mean, you could run comps that move around different gyms.
I'd love that.
I feel like King of the Swing is a very Valhalla thing.
Yeah. I would love it to be in another gym so I can fucking compete. But I don't know, what would you do? Would you suggest these comps and then promote it to another gym? I don't know.
Maybe.
I honestly don't know. I'm new to this.
I mean, I don't want to just outsource comps literally just so
No,
you can join in with them.
because I'll be running around.
Very diva-like behaviour. I demand you put on a competition so I can swing a mace.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying, I'd like as many people to get involved and not have to travel every time to the arse end of fucking...
I worry as it is that they're going to turn up for King of the Swing. I don't think I'm over that yet, so...
And get complaints off in my fucking neighbouring businesses. So I'd rather do it in other gyms.
Yeah. I think it'd be a case of when to run another comp as well, because obviously we're July. You don't want to clash with Hannah's Mace Marathon in February, because that's kind of quite...
Well, that's it again. I don't want to clash with other gyms. I think we got one more question. Did we answer Paul's question, or was it just a straight no?
Well, we've kind of already answered it, but I appreciate the Eurovision style intro.
It was nice. I did like that. Next one.
Oh, yes, the king.
Hello, I'm Angela, Warrior Woman on Instagram, and I am this year's King of the Swing. I just want to say to Lloyd and Beth, thank you so much for putting on this competition year after year and organising such a fantastic event that has really, lit a fire under me, made me really, really competitive, and I absolutely love it, as do an awful lot of other people. You've asked me for a question. I probably have quite a lot of questions, but they probably all come down to the same sort of thing, which is about gender divide, inclusivity, what are your thoughts for next year? This comes from a point of I was in the second King of the Swing and came 5th, I think. So I got through to the small final. I was really driven this last year to train again, and obviously I've done well and claimed the throne. But there's obviously a scaling difference between men and women. There's the 5, 7, 10 kilo maces for women versus 7, 10, 15 for men, 7, 10, 16 I think for men. There's no way of knowing if that's the right scaling, and it is incredibly hard to make it fair. While, I don't know, I really appreciate the intention to make this an open playing field, really inclusive. It's with it being a new sport, a niche sport, not that many entrants, not that many women. There were certainly not that many women when you did it in year 1 or year 2, and making it sort of a male-female competition just meant that we were all able to compete against really driven competitive athletes, and I so appreciate that. But I wonder next year, there are more women. Will that make you change your view? Fucking dog. Anyway, my question.
Dexter feels very strongly about this.
He was showing some very racist things out the window. I have dogs and I know they were racist views.
Wow.
I hate them.
You just answer the question seriously, please. It's late.
You answered the question?
Well, I feel like we've obviously... I like the way Angela's phrased it, because it's not just like, how you're going to up the weights. It's like, it's more about, well, is this the level playing field you set it out to be?
I got the attitude she was throwing out.
Yeah.
It was a very passive-aggressive attitude of like...
Yeah. Stop limiting me with your fucking women's maces.
I am fucking... Again.
I shall not be confined by gender. I'm all for it.
It's a really hard thing, right? The reason I started the competition was because I wanted a level playing field, exactly like Angela said.
Yeah.
I want a level playing field for everyone.
Mm-hmm. And it was the only common sense way to do it initially, to make it accessible and to make it a level playing field.
I can't,
to have the gender divides.
There's not enough women in the UK doing steel mace, which is I'm not saying that in a sexist kind of way. There should be. Do you know what I mean?
What if we just got rid of the actual
men
gender labels and just said, we've got your light bracket and your heavy bracket, and if Angela wants to do heavy bracket, she knows what the weights are. Do you know what I mean? Like I said,
how would you do that?
Would we let Angela compete in what is the men's category? If you tell me
how you can do that, tell me how you can do that.
In what way?
That light bracket and heavy bracket.
As in that we keep all the weights the same, but one's light, one's heavy, and you tell us from the start which one you're going to be in. A lot of the women would probably still go with the light.
So women, you want a light and a heavy?
Because why should we say to Angela, well, that's where you go because you're a woman, because we've decided that's the right category for you?
That's not the case. It's not like I'm saying it's the right category for you.
I know that's not the intention.
That was you making me sound like a fucking bigot there, love.
That's not, I mean, like, hypothetically. I don't mean literally. Like.
No, that's not how you phrased it. I have never placed anyone in a box and said, this is where you belong. I'm trying to make it as fair as possible because it's hard for women to swing a 16 kilogram mace.
But all I'm saying is we're, in theory, like, technically we're imposing those categories, whereas we could still have the categories, just relabel them and let people decide which one they want to be in.
Go on.
The only downside of that I can see is that you might have men that are wanting to be in the lightweight category, and then it's like a little bit unfair.
There you go. It's unfairness across the board.
Yeah.
there lies the problem of what I deal with.
Yeah.
When I set this competition up to make it fair across the board, and I get people from both fucking sides being twats, because everyone wants to win something, but you've got to make it fair. And it just ends up me getting riled up from trying to make a fair thing. And I want everyone to get the best out of themselves, but not take advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
I don't want men to be like, well, I can beat the shit out of women. And I don't want women to get their shit beaten out of them by men. And it's a hard thing to do when you're doing a competition with a very small audience on one side, but still want to get them involved.
And very little precedent as well, because if you look at any other mace competitions out there, even the women's weights as we have them now, you don't really get women. Was it? I don't know if it was Rick or Harbert. I can't remember. I think it might have been Rick who said there's internationally in competitions there aren't any women swinging over 8 kilograms.
No, there aren't. So it was like, and when I get I'm not going to name names, but on the weekend when the lady was like, "Why don't you do an all women's competition?" It's like, it doesn't warrant it.
It was the same, obviously the same in the timber sports. It's like, so the way, I know I had this conversation with Angela the other day in the timber sports, the way it was, like initially was that, well, there was nothing that said you couldn't enter timber sports as a woman, but, you know, you had to still meet certain qualifying times that were set by men, which was hard. So it wasn't really massively accessible. So the way it became more accessible was just a lot of women who wanted to do the sports, just like shouting from the rooftops of like, just give us a chance somehow. And then still saying to us, okay, right, we'll do a training camp. We'll invite some women down. We'll train you up. We'll see how it goes. The women turned up. They worked their asses off. They proved that there was an arena there for them. There was a stage. But it had to start with women's competition first. And over the last 5 years, I'd say, of competition, you've now got women who are in teams in international competitions alongside the men as mixed teams, but there had to be interim steps because there weren't enough women at first and there weren't enough opportunities. So I feel like we're kind of like maybe at the start of this evolution as such, and even like we don't know where it's going to go, but it might be that in 2 years' time we say, okay, we need to bump the weights up or extend the weights. We don't know.
You know what I didn't like about the timber sports thing, with the women and the men's thing, was the fact that it was the women's category at the beginning, and there was not no one, there were people in the crowd.
Yeah, we'll get yours out the way.
Get yours done, get it done. And then the men's category would come on and everyone would come and watch. And I fucking hated that.
And some of the women's competitions have been,
they
especially
fucking,
the girls like, this year, like it was.
They were fucking frothing at the mouth.
Fire.
It's the same with like the UFC. The women's fights are the best fights because they are fucking giving it everything to make themselves.
Really, really hard. Just
they are making themselves known to get there. Yeah. So when I was watching the women's league on the timber sports, they're fucking going for it. And I was looking around like, why is no one watching this? And then as soon as the men's would come on, everyone would gather around. And it fucking wound me up. And that's why I didn't want to do a women's category and a men's category. Because, again, I'm not saying that it's the same thing, but there's not as many women in steel mace. It's a fact. There's a lot of fellas in it. And so I'd never want to be like, get here for 10 to watch the women, get here for 12 to watch the men. I want everyone to get there at the same time to watch everyone because everyone's equal value. And that's why I'm trying to do this whole balance between the two. And that's my aim. And I know I won't get it perfect. I won't. But I'm trying.
That's it. I don't know if there is like one perfect answer. But as Angela has said, like, you know, she's a serious athlete, a serious competitor, and she appreciated the opportunity to stand alongside the men because that was, you know what? That was her. They were her peers. They were her competitors. You know, regardless of whether the men or not, she wouldn't have got that opportunity if it was like, well, the women are on at this time, and then we'll do the men.
But you know what? If fucking Angela's won this, and if every fella's like, there's no way I can win, fucking try harder. It's exactly the same the other way around. If you're a fella who's like, I can't beat Angela because she's doing this, well, try fucking harder.
And if you want to win this competition, you train
to
a program 364 fucking days
But
a year.
I'm just saying, like, try harder. Just fucking don't complain about it. Just try harder. Don't be like, oh, this woman's winning. Fucking win. Try harder. Stop fucking complaining, because it's exactly the same on the other foot with a lot of sports. I'm getting angry here, love.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, like, I'm trying my best to keep this a balanced fucking thing. And if you know what, the woman's winning for once, fucking try harder. What's the next question? Or was that the last
I don't
question?
know if we even answered the question.
I don't know if I answered the question. I just got a bit
think
angry.
it was a little insight.
I got angry and trying to fucking... I've spent many a sleepless night trying to balance this, and many a person querying me on it, many a woman fucking querying me on it, many a man querying me on it, and I get so angry that I'm trying my best to make it fair for everyone.
And when I ask the questions about it, it's not kind of like, you know, trying to trip you up or anything like that.
No, I know.
It's trying to give you the opportunity to kind of clarify what your thinking is and what your intentions are.
I just wanted to be fair for everyone.
I think naturally as well, like, as women in sports, I think you enter any sport, it feels like it on the back foot in terms of the back foot of resources, the back foot of training. Like, you've got to, like, work hard to get anywhere near a decent level. Like, and
Angela's worked like a fucking knobhead to get there.
But I think that makes you always want that little bit more. There's always that fear that, like, you're gonna hit a ceiling, or like you're like, oh, I've kind of done the thing now. Is that it? There's nowhere else to take it? I know I keep going on about the timber sports. Like,
no. Again,
it's just it's just my experience. But
the reason, like, the whole competition came about is because a blend of timber sports, strongman.
Yeah, the format was, and the kind of the entertainment.
That's why it's so good.
But I went to a taster day in, what was it, 2018, for the timber sports, and I was the only woman there on the taster day. And they sort of said to me, like, well, thanks for coming along, it's been great having you here, but we don't actually have a women's division, so we can't really actually offer you anything. There are actually no opportunities for you. And I was like, so why was it here? You know what I mean? And that was horrible. It was an awful experience. And I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to actually get into the sport just through constantly being a pain in the arse, I think, on social media, just with people being like, who the fuck is this woman? But it got me the opportunity because they remembered my name. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I would turn up and I'd watch the men at the championships because I loved the sport. Even though there was no women on the stage at the time, you know, you get there kind of by hook or by crook. So I understand the mentality of the female athletes saying, so, like, what now? Where do we go from here? It's just a case of deciding, you know, when's the right time and what's the right direction to go in. But yeah, I think we've evolved it. I think we've evolved the sport for women a fair bit so far. I
honestly think the main spare of me doing King of the Swing, of how it is from you, and watching you go through the stress that you went through with, like, trying to get women involved in timber sports.
And then having all these women turn up being like, oh my God, these women are an absolute
and then all these women turn up be absolute bellends to other women, and watching you like, I'm trying to make a sport for women, and then all these women be cunts.
Not
to
one
themselves.
bad word from a man to me ever, and then all these women got involved.
Yeah. So
anyway,
your own worst enemy.
My therapy session.
Yeah. I'll charge you. Did we answer Angela's question?
I feel like there actually aren't any hard and fast answers.
We can't lift the weights.
If there are, it's going to take us a little more thinking, maybe. But
I do appreciate the question, Angela, from you and your extremely racist dog shouting out the window. But I can't change the weights. I can't.
Just because he said he won't, and that's it. Oh, he's got to.
I might do. I don't know anymore.
I personally.
I just want to. I don't know.
I like the.
There's no way I can possibly. Sorry, love. There's no way I can possibly ratio the weights to women to men of what's fair.
I mean, my vote would be to just get rid of the labels women and men and just be like, there's nothing stopping you entering the heavier category if you want to push yourself. But, you know, because then it's more like a bracket kind of thing, isn't it?
I just think that, like...
But I just wouldn't want the men to then be like, I can swing a 5 kilogram mace. But then, you know, is that true equality?
No one's going to agree with me here at all, but women will feel more comfortable entering a women's bracket. Is that wrong?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I think you'd have to ask them.
I'm asking one.
I'm not an athlete in the...
You are an athlete. You've spoken for the past 2 hours about being a timber sports athlete. Would you feel more comfortable entering a women's bracket or a open bracket for your first comp?
The worry about the open bracket would be...
Don't dodge the question.
No, I'm answering the question. The worry about the open bracket would be like, oh, okay, I could come up against anyone here.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, if it was just between women and opens, I'd go for women.
Yeah, same with men. If I
would want to
as a man, entering the men's or the opens, I'd enter the men.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what you're going for.
But then, that's just me. If I was a more skilled and experienced athlete,
but I think then you'd have to do a separate tournament, like the fucking King of the Swing Open.
And then that would be the question of do we just have beginner, intermediate, and advanced? Oh, right, we're not doing a fourth. Fuck it.
Cancel.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it now. No more King of the Swings.
It was good while it lasted.
Be arsed.
Yeah.
Love you.